Hi, I'm Beth, and this is my Bubbie's Kitchen. And we call it my Bubbie's Kitchen because my grandbabies come here to eat all their favorite foods. And today we're making no-knead bread and a wonderful whole garlic and oil dipping sauce. Ingredients for no-knead bread and a wonderful garlic oil. We have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, has to be kosher salt, and 1.5 cups of water at around 110 to 120 degrees. That's for the bread. For the garlic oil, I'm going to slow simmer 2 heads of garlic in some olive oil with salt and pepper for about 20 minutes, and it's going to be heavenly with this bread. First thing I want to do is check the temperature of the water. I definitely want the temperature to be no lower than 115 and no higher than 120. I don't want to kill the yeast. It's 120. Goes between 118 and 120, so I know I'm okay. I'm going to get the water into my bowl. And then I'm going to sprinkle the 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. I'm going to mix my salt, 2 teaspoons of salt, into my 3 cups of flour. I'm going to get this all into the bowl. It's going to come together very quickly. The dough is not smooth. It's kind of raggedy and mushy, sticky. It's not smooth. It's very, very sticky. That's exactly what I want it to be. Nice and warm. I'm going to cover it. If you're using saran wrap, cover it loosely. And now I have to leave this for about 2.5 hours. I want it to double in size. So this is what we're starting with. I want it to be 2 times as big as that. My oven is preheated to 450 degrees. I'm going to put my enamel pot with the lid in the middle shelf, and I want that to stay in there for 30 minutes. I want it to be screamingly hot. So I'm actually going to set the timer. Here's my dough. You can see it's all pockmarked with little holes, and look how jiggly it is. That's exactly what you want. Certainly doubled in size. I'm going to put some flour on my board. And I'm just going to get this dough right onto the board. No kneading at all. Put a little flour on top. And I'm just going to try to get some of the bubbles out. So I'm going to fold it and fold it and fold it and fold it again. Fold it right over. And I'm going to get it onto a piece of parchment paper. I'll leave that there. Just going to turn my bowl over. This is good, just the way it is. I'm going to clean this up and start my garlic oil. On a low flame, I'm going to add some oil. I would say about 3/4 of a cup of oil. Put in all my garlic. Maybe a little more. Some salt. Pepper. And I'm just going to let this garlic slowly cook for a half hour. The pot is heating up. The dough is resting. Everything is going to be ready in a half an hour. It's been a half an hour. This pan is screamingly hot. I'm not even going to take it out of the oven. I'm just going to pick up my paper with my bread on it and put it right in the pan. Put the cover back on. And I'm going to cook this. I'm going to bake it in the oven for 30 minutes at 450 with the cover on. Then I'm going to take the cover off and I'm going to cook it another 10 minutes. My garlic oil, about 5 minutes ago, I turned it off because my garlic is beautifully brown. Just going to let this oil cool. Pretty soon we're going to have nice homemade bread. I had the bread baking for 30 minutes with the cover on. This cover is still hot. And 10 minutes with the cover off. Oh, look at that bread. That's beautiful, right?
It sure is, yeah, beautiful. Brown, nice color, yeah.
I don't think I can...
Yeah, put it, yeah, sucker is heavy, right?
Yeah. I don't think I can pick it up, but the paper's just going to... Yeah, the paper's just going to rip, I think, if I...
Nice job. Beautiful.
Just going to let it cool on this rack for 10 minutes. The best part, we get to taste. Hear that? Crispy exterior. Oh, it's soft inside.
Steamy.
Steamy, it's still hot.
Yeah.
But look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That was nice.
I like the heel, the end. This was so easy. The longest amount of time was just the 2.5 hours that we let it proof. Everything is done at the same time. We get some nice garlic oil. I like the pieces of garlic. If you don't, you can dip. Crunchy on the outside, soft and warm on the inside. The garlic is roasted perfectly because it was roasted very slow on the stove, so it's sweet. The oil is delicious. I can't wait to make sandwiches with this bread.